Hi, I'm Susan Fuquay, and I'm the publisher of American Quilt Retailer. American Quilt Retailer is the trade magazine for the industry. Here's the copy right here. We put in all kinds of articles and information, anything that will help that shop owner do a better job running their business. We've been doing this for 17 years, and we've got a lot of subscribers that really like what they read, so I hope you do too. We're lucky enough to have a columnist. His name's Jim Salinas, and he's a Moda sales rep. He might even be your Moda sales rep. He writes a question and answer column for our magazine in every issue. And we've taken his past columns and we've published them in these nifty little books called the Answer Books. We've got the Answer Book 1 and Answer Book 2, which are different volumes, different columns in each. And we've used keywords at the back that will help you, say you need some information on inventory. You can look at that keyword in the back and find what columns Jim has talked about that in. Everybody seems to like this. We've had people hug these books and say, "This is my Bible." Let me just show you a little bit about what's in each issue. I always do a page of product reviews. I scour the market at Quilt Market and I look for what's new and different. So every issue has a page of product reviews. We've got 9 or 10 columnists that write regular features. For example, I did just mention Jim Salinas. His column is called Just Ask Jim, and those are what we've reprinted in the answer book. We also have columnists, Kaiser and Bender. They are known as retail anthropologists, and they speak all over the country to a lot of different kinds of retail industries, not just the quilt shops. So they bring a really broad experience as to what it takes to run a good retail store. Roseanne Kermes is one of our columnists. She is actually a shop owner, and she writes a column called Make It Happen. So everything she talks about are ways of presenting events to your customers, how to organize them, and how to make sure that your events are profitable. Then we have a new columnist who also is a shop owner, young woman, and she's writing about social media. She's an expert in doing this in her shop, and I was very fortunate to have her start writing for us as well. Every issue always has a shop profile in it. This was on a shop called the Creation Station out in California. Really interesting couple. They do a lot of very fun things in their stores and a lot of fun events. So every issue, the centerfold has this in it. So you can kind of get ideas from other shop owners. Actually, I have a lot of shop owners that write for me. Here's another shop owner, Deb Luttrell. She has a shop in Quitman, Texas, and she runs a boot camp at her store for other shop owners. So she gives some of that same information in her column, which is called Mini Boot Camp. Mimi Shemp has been in the industry 25 years. She writes a column on networking. And in the past, she has done profiles on a lot of the designers in the industry. So you can get a little bit of idea about their background and how they got into the industry. And, you know, you may find some new designers you don't know about. I thought this story was fascinating. This is one by one of our freelance writers. But it is about Valerie Wells and what she goes through in order to design her fabric and to actually set her booth up at market and to get here. It's a lot more work than I knew about. So this was even news to me, but we try to present anything that would be interesting and helpful for you. Last columnist I want to tell you about is her name's Beth Ferrier, and if you notice, her column is called Off Grain. It's not exactly a business column, but she really knows how people work and how they think, and she writes a very concise column that's humorous, and I get a kick out of it that she aims in each of her columns to only have 500 words, not 501, not 499. And I always get a kick out of it when I read what she does, and I feel bad if I'm editing it and I end up adding one word because I've broken her rule. But anyway, I think she'll be very entertaining, and we put her at the back of the book, so it's kind of a way of leaving you with a bit of a laugh. And that's just, oh, no, there's one very important feature. In each issue, we have a pattern called the free to use pattern. It's not a free pattern because you're paying for the right when you buy a subscription to use this pattern. You're allowed to reprint it as long as our copyright information is left on the bottom, and it's meant to be a sales tool for you. Sometimes they're big projects, sometimes they're small projects. This particular project is called the No-Sew Cone, It does not involve any sewing. At this time of the year, it would be appropriate for you to set up some demos or to go ahead and kit the supplies for this. You could invite children in on a Saturday and they could actually make it. Makes a great little ornament, or perhaps even a gift holder for gift cards. So I try to think of things that are timely and appropriate for you, maybe using new tools, using pre-cuts, anything again that will help you run your business better and improve your profit margin. So thank you very much.